Hello and welcome to the second half of our doubleheader here today, live from Langhorst Field on Recruitlings, here live on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Campbell. Chicago House looking to celebrate Father's Day with a second win from two. The women's team defeated Green Bay Glory earlier this afternoon thanks to a stoppage time winner from Alexis Septella. The Housemen will hope that this isn't quite as stressful. This is their second matchup with Green Bay Glory this season, having won up in Wisconsin by a score of 7-2, led by a Kiki's Avalos hat trick, much like last week, where they just put it up on DeKalb County United, 7-0, also including an Avalos hat trick. It's a beautiful Sunday here in Chicagoland, and Chicago House are hoping it's 2 out of 2 against Green Bay Glory this afternoon. Kickoff is coming up next here on Recruitlings.
Jhon Alzate, midfielder.
Pau Mateo Chacon, defender.
Julian Da Silva, center mid.
Hey, my name is Eric Espinoza, and I play midfield and forward. Hi, I'm Jordan Friend, number 18, striker.
Ryan Grady, goalkeeper.
Hi, my name is Jeremiah Higgins, and I'm a goalkeeper here at Chicago House.
Aryan Kamdar, forward, winger.
Bay Kurtz, center mid.
Dan LaCost, center back.
Hi, I'm Jake Lane, and I'm a right winger.
Mwpl, left wing.
John Makowiecki, right back.
Alejandro Mentasti, forward.
Austin Montejano, outside back.
My name is Oscar Montejano, and I play midfield.
Aaron Moreno, center mid.
Ricardo Orozco, midfielder.
Jaret Reveles, fullback.
A.R. Smith, Chicago House captain, and I'm a forward.
Oleh Tymovfi, winger.
My name is Bryan Villa, and I play center midfield. My name is Dylan Viila, and I'm a striker for the Chicago House.
Jasper Waddington, defender.
Nico Williams, striker.
Gabe Zorilla, goalie.
Hi, my name is Jacob Rutledge. I'm assistant coach here at Chicago House.
Jeff Ruttenberg, assistant coach, Chicago House.
Shannon Seymour, head coach, Chicago House AC men's soccer.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Rhythm in the bass. 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 Rhythm in the bass.
Welcome to Midwest Premier League Soccer. Tonight, Chicago House AC hosts Green Bay Glory. Live from Langhorst Field at Elmhurst University. Live stream brought to you by Recruitlings.
It's game time.
Tonight's starting lineups for both teams, starting with the visiting Green Bay Glory. Number 4, Abdisamad Mohamud. Number 8, Joshua Johansson. Number 9, Osvaldo Ramirez. Number 12, Will Smestad. Number 13, Aiden Greer. Number 15, Tyler Bagley. Number 17, Elliot Bordini. Number 20, Michael Rohrman. Number 24, Dominic Lagona. Number 30, Hakan Utesh. And number 43, Trent Kazluaskis. And now, the starting lineup for your Chicago House Athletic Club. At number 3, the goalkeeper, Ryan Grady. At number 5, a defenseman, John Makowiecki. At 30, defenseman, Dan LaCost. At number 15, defenseman, Pau Mateo Chacon. Number 20, defenseman, Austin Montejano. Number 11, forward, Alejandro Mentasti. Number 2, midfielder, Jake Lane. Number 4, a midfielder, Oscar Montejano. Number 10, midfielder, Kiki Avalos. 22, midfielder, Jhon Alzate. Number 21, midfielder, Aryan Kamdar. The House are coached by Shannon Seymour. House fans, please welcome Elmhurst Dr. Tommaso Colella, owner of Fortify Rehab and Fitness, as he performs the ceremonial first kick to get the game started.
Oh, look at us, we're matching.
Good evening and welcome to the second half of this doubleheader today from Elmhurst University and Langhorst Field on a beautiful Father's Day Sunday as Chicago House host Green Bay Glory in this Midwest Premier League Heartland Division I matchup. I'm Alex Campbell. Thanks for joining us as House look to make it a double on the day. The House women's team having defeated Green Bay earlier by a score of 2-1. You just heard the starting lineups over the loudspeaker. A couple notable changes for Chicago House, who come in undefeated in league play. 4 wins, 1 draw. Alejandro Mentasti starts at striker, and a big one, Aryan Kamdar starts out wide. And heard through the grapevine that it's been a long time since Aryan's been able to play in front of his parents. First time in 8 years, I was told. Kamdar, a native of Bangalore, India, who plays for the club team at DePaul. And so we'll see what impact he can have starting on that left wing. Green Bay Glory, meanwhile, 3-2-1. They're third, one place behind House in the Heartland Conference First Division. Their season, if you remove their 7-2 loss at home against this House team, makes a lot of sense, looks really competitive, but that one stands out. They were missing 3 starters due to suspension in that game, so expect a much more competitive night than we saw up in Green Bay earlier in the season. For House fans unfamiliar with this Green Bay squad, 2 players to watch. Number 15, central midfielder Tyler Bagley, formerly of the Las Vegas Lights of the USL Championship. He played 33 times for them just 2 years ago, so a very, very high quality player, as well as their captain and the striker, number 9, Osvaldo Ramirez, formerly of York United in the Canadian Premier League, as well as a graduate of the Tigres Monterrey Academy, and also spending time with Toluca in Mexico. It'll be Alejandro Mentasti to get us underway tonight here in Elmhurst. And we are underway. House in this first half, going from right to left in their black and green combo kits. Meanwhile, all white for the visitors from Green Bay. Pau Mateo Chacon here wearing the captain's armband again tonight, though A.R. Smith is back in the squad. He's been dealing with an ankle injury, but he is available off the bench tonight for the first time in several weeks. I actually think it might be for the first time this season, now that I think about it. Over the top, Ramirez giving chase up against Chacon, and he goes back to the feet of tonight's goalkeeper, Ryan Grady, formerly of Middlebury College. Looking long, Chacon right down the middle, and there goes Kikis Avalos. Kikis Avalos, could he be in? Kiki still Kikis. No, he had help, tried to go alone, and in the end, the intervention came from Abdi Samad Mohamud to deny an opening chance, and you saw the distribution abilities there of Pau Mateo Chacon. And that curated left foot of his. Here's Austin Montejano back for his brother Oscar. Oscar, back to Austin. Crossfield ball. Looking for the run of Kikis Avalos, popping up on the right side here, Avalos. Couldn't keep that in play. It'll be a goal kick. Green Bay playing out of the back here. Goalkeeper, and as far as I can tell, technically their coach, Hakan Utesh. House back to the attack, the flick. Here's Mentasti, fired it just wide. What a flick, though, by Jake Lane to set up the chance for the big Argentine. Again, here comes the pressure from House. Utesh into the middle, was looking for Aiden Greer, who couldn't settle. Jhon Alzate given away, and here's Bagley. Bagley, Ramirez giving and going, the 2 danger men into the attack. Bagley has 2 in the middle, first time cross, looking for Greer, and his first touch wasn't good enough. I don't know if he was trying to shoot or let it roll across to his right foot, but a bullet dodged as Grady secures the ball. But you got a taste there of just how quickly Green Bay can transition through those 2 former ex-pros, Bagley and Ramirez. Here's Chacon again looking to distribute. This time Austin Montejano was the target, couldn't quite find him. A quick run through formation-wise of the lineup for Green Bay Glory. It's Hakan Utesh in goal. Their back four from right to left is Elliot Bordini, Abdisamad Mohamud, Will Smestad, and Trent Kazlowskis. Midfield double pivot is Aiden Greer and Dominic Lagona. Tyler Bagley is the number 10. Joshua Johansson on the right wing. Michael Rohrman on the left wing. And Osvaldo Ramirez is the number 9. Meanwhile, here come House. Avalos looking to go to the middle, and sticking out a foot there was Kozlowskis. For House, meanwhile, it is Ryan Grady in goal. It is a back four as Montejano sees his shot repelled of John Makowiecki, Dan LaCost, Pau Mateo Chacon, and Austin Montejano. The midfield three of Jhon Alzate, Oscar Montejano, and Kiki Avalos. Jake Lane's on the right wing. Aryan Kamdar is on the left wing. Alejandro Mentasti leads the line. Chacon again with room to survey. Couldn't pick out a teammate that time, as making a good step was Bordini, the former UW Parkside, the current UW Parkside right back. Bordini is the son of Carrie Giocaris, who is she's the everything for this Green Bay club. Co-founder, executive director, starting striker on the women's team still. And two of Giocaris' nephews are on the bench tonight for Green Bay. Very much a family affair. This Green Bay men's team in just its second season. Per the Green Bay Glory website, Bordini was really the initial driving force behind the idea of expanding the Green Bay Glory program, who have operated a women's team for several years. Kamdar tracking back well there and winning it. Here's Chacon. Has Kamdar wide. They'll find Avalos. Kikis with options. Kikis cutting onto his left. Here's Kikis Avalos. Down to his left to make the save is Utesh. Avalos, who netted a hat trick against Green Bay Glory in that 7-2 victory. Kikis on 7 goals, currently leads, or at least entering the weekend, leads the Midwest Premier League with 7 goals. After his hat trick last week. Lane trying to keep cutting through. Lane, a tricky, dribbly winger who loves to cut in on that left foot. Bagley regaining possession. Ramirez, and here go Green Bay. Bagley. Bagley, who was almost teammates with Lionel Messi. He was drafted by Inter Miami in 2022, having played in USL 2 in college at Cornell for Rochester Lancers and Boston Bolts. He's bounced around a bit, played for the Lansing Ignite, who aren't around anymore. But as I mentioned, 33 games in the USL Championship for Las Vegas Lights in 2023, kind of the big highlight of his resume. Bagley, a native of San Clemente, California, so your guess is as good as mine how he ended up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Not that there's anything wrong with Green Bay, other than their football team, of course. Free kick right on halfway for Green Bay Glory. House looking to remain unbeaten in the Midwest Premier League in this one and keep pace with RWB Adria, whose 5 wins on the season see them top of the table. Adria, though, has drawn with both of these teams. 1-1 to open the season with House, and then 3-3 a couple weeks ago in a crazy game with Green Bay Glory. One back, Austin Montejano, and now Jake Lane. Lane just tripped on the ball there, looked worse than it was. Charging the other way goes Dom Lagona. And through the lines, could not quite connect with Bagley as it's all the way to Grady. In these summer leagues, though, largely populated by college players and young adult locals, really impressive that this Green Bay men's team in just their second season is already this competitive. Looking like a very safe bet at this point, or no, basically a guarantee that they're going to stay in this division. Here's Kikis going back for Aryan Kamdar. Kamdar will just keep this in. What a move there by Kamdar. Kamdar's cross off the back of Mohamud. Kept in by Austin Montejano. Oscar. Alzate. A few Real House of veterans in this team today. Chacon, Alzate, Mentasti, Kikis Avalos. Hard to believe that Kikis is in his 4th season with House. Oscar looking wide for Lane, who called for it. The pass is just too strong. It'll be out for a goal kick. Just about 10 minutes gone here in Elmhurst. Thanks for joining us here live on YouTube on Recruitlings. A second doubleheader in as many Sundays. The House team won't be back home here until Friday the 27th. The women will be back playing here at Langhorst Field. Dan LaCost. Wide for John Makowiecki. Makowiecki, who played a couple seasons at SLU before pro experience in Poland and Czechia. Although I say pro, I'm not exactly sure if there is any pay in the Polish or Czech third tiers. European experience, if nothing else. Abdi Samad Mohamud, UW-Madison student, though does not play for the Badgers.
Throughout the Chicago House season, Hamburger Heaven is offering House fans a 25%.
Nice move there by Bagley. Gave it away though to Chacon. Now Alzate. In transition, go House with Kikis. Mentasti. Waiting for some help and just shields away from Mordini. Kikis keeps this in play. Kamdar. Oscar Montejano. Alzate. Alzate striding, shooting. Save made on the juggle by Utesh. Utesh, who made a couple of collegiate stops, most recently at William Penn University for the Statesmen. Before that, played a couple seasons at Iowa Western. What a run here by Austin Montejano. It could come for Avalos. Flag stays down, and it's a corner. The one thing I know about Iowa Western soccer, I guess you could throw out here, it's the former team of Moise Bombito, the Canadian international center back, who now plays for Nice in France after a just unbelievable season with the Colorado Rapids of Major League Soccer. Low bouncer, just not a good delivery there from Alzate. That's cleared away. As House recycle possession. Alzate still out here on the left wing. Can he catch up to that ball? Not quite. Booting this long as Smestad over the head of Ramirez, and all the way back to Grady goes Chacon. Pau Mateo Chacon in his 3rd year as a house player. Looped long and able to turn here as Lagona. Was he tripped? Referee says no. Bagley, his first touch just let him down, but here he goes. Bagley and on goal. Bagley cuts onto his left. Bagley, what a tackle by Austin Montejano. The ball is loose and slammed into the back of the net. So despite Montejano's efforts, it's 1-0 anyway. I think it's Lagona, but we'll have to double check. It's either Lagona or Rohrman.
34? 24? I have 24. 24.
And it is 24. Dominic Lagona gets the goal in the 15th minute. And there again.
Scored by number 24, Dominic Lagona, in the 15th minute.
There again is the danger of Bagley. And even though that first touch wasn't great, created the opportunity. Again, great effort by Austin Montejano to get back and make that saving challenge on Bagley. Just unfortunate for House that the ball bounced clear right into the path of Lagona. Lagona will be a senior this fall at St. Norbert College, for whom he's made 49 appearances in 3 years. And we lost the clock here at Elmhurst. Alzate. I think we're all good. So for whatever reason, the scoreboard hit 15 minutes and decided that that was a good time to hit a buzzer. On we go. Utesh. Mohamud. That deflects. Mateo Chacon got a boot in, but only as far as Lagona. Lagona's listed on my... Oh, he's listed by St. Norbert as a defender, and he's playing as a midfielder, so my guess is that's a really big celebration because he doesn't score a whole lot of goals. But he crashed the net there and was rewarded. Yeah, checking my notes, he's got 2 goals in 3 years of college ball. So reasonable to assume that would be his first goal with Green Bay. So House go behind. Again, on a night they're looking to stay unbeaten. Here's Austin Montejano. Try to chip it through for Kikis Avalos. Kikis again. Lining up Bordini. Kikis crosses it, and it was just wide off, I think, the knee of Aryan Kamdar. Abdisamad Mohamud, and sending it long as Dan LaCost wins the header. But out for a Green Bay throw. Now Mateo Chacon, Pau Mateo Chacon just with an awkward flick there, gave it right back to Johansson. Makowiecki, though, a good step. First time I think he's really been on the ball tonight, the House right back. That ball is cleared back the other way by Mohamud. Bagley held his run, but won't run that down. Again, a couple changes to the lineup tonight for Shannon Seymour. We'll see how long he goes with this particular setup. Kikis tried to leave it for Oscar Montejano, not quite. It's a Green Bay throw. On the bench tonight for Chicago House, Jeremiah Higgins is the backup goalkeeper. David Abidor, Nico Williams, A.R. Smith, Aaron Moreno, Eric Espinoza, Julian Da Silva, Jasper Waddington, Xavier Gomez, and Maglore Makila. For Green Bay Glory, the backup goalkeeper is Sam Janke. He's joined by Tim Giacaris, Pace Jefferson, Caden Vandehei, Miles Montalbano, Aiden Merica Jones, and Tommy Giacaris. Route 1 and it's Laguna in behind, and the flag is up. That was close as Laguna had made a run from deeper. I'm honestly not sure if Laguna was off. Somebody was offside. I just don't know if it was Laguna. Makowiecki chips that in behind. Kiki Avalos, great first touch. Inside. Jake cutting in and finishing it off. What a finish, Jake Lane. And in the 20th minute, we're tied at 1. The assist to Kiki Avalos. Jake Lane scores his 4th goal of the Midwest Premier League season, coming off his brace last weekend. And we get a church bell tower to add into the celebration of Lane's goal. That ball got flicked backwards. What a first touch, though, by Kiki Avalos to bring that ball under control. Squared it to Lane, took a touch, and just a thunderous finish. No chance for Utesh. 1-1 here in what's been a good game so far. Jake Lane, the rising college senior, but I don't know where he's playing his ball this next year. He announced that he's leaving Bowling Green after 32 games and 2 seasons with them. Spent some time out in Arizona with the Barcelona Academy. Austin Montejano into the chest of Kikis. Kikis wide for Lane. Lane down the line, Avalos chasing to the corner with Smestad, and Avalos getting there first. Kikis, left-footed cross into the middle. Flicked on by a white-clad defender. And Chacon, under some pressure from Ramirez, gets it back for Ryan Grady. Dan LaCost to the former Aurora Spartan, getting it back from Oscar Montejano. Those two, both former players in the CCAC, Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference. Excuse me, not in the same conference. The NACC, not the CCAC. The CCAC is an NAIA league in the region. The Montejanos with their Concordia, Chicago, and Dominican experience. Chacon steps into that as Lane turns. Kiki's the spin, and Mahamud did just enough. House want a foul. Play goes on, and we got a late push. Whistles.
After the whistle, it's crazy.
And Mohamud will just go back for Utesh. And now Smestad, rising senior. Collegiately, but not sure if he's still playing college ball. He formerly played at Lake Erie College. Trouble here. Utesh gave it away. Here's Jhon Alzate. Drags it wide. And an exhale for the Glory. Will Smeested, excuse me. Not using my own pronunciation guide. House certainly with the momentum right now. It looks like Green Bay Glory are contemplating some substitutions. Kamdar the pressure. Jake Lane again. Lane again onto his left lane. Hooked it wide. But Green Bay Glory really struggling to play out from the back right now. When you've got a number 9 like Osvaldo Ramirez, and you're struggling to play out like this, I don't know why you wouldn't just, in English parlance, hit it long to the big lad. More pressure here as it's turned over again. Oscar Montejano goes down, free kick in a very dangerous position, and Avalos will be all over this. Avalos and Chacon both interested. 4-man wall for Green Bay Glory. Kikis goes for goal and just off target, high and wide to the near side. Not surprised he had to go here in the 25th minute. All the way through to LaCost. And offside flag up on the near side. Kerry Giacaris and Patrick Berger, the Glory coaches, been in discussion for a couple minutes on their bench deciding how they want to make adjustments. That's a great ball inside and a great challenge made by Smeested to knock that away from John Makowiecki. House continue to threaten the penalty area. Mentasti tried to get creative and flick that header on off the delivery from Avalos. In the end, it went right to Utesh. LaCoste winning that header over the much smaller Bagley. Makowiecki looking long in the direction of Kamdar. Kamdar threw his head at it. Good effort, all things considered. Kamdar got a foot to that. Austin Montejano. Kikis Avalos. Lane central. Lane, Avalos, Kikis on his right. Kikis has a go right into the breadbasket of Utesh. Utesh looking long here for Ramirez. That sun's tough, and Chacon all the way back for Grady. The Chicago housekeeper who unusually wears the number 3. Lane dropping deep, leaving this for LaCoste. Not quite as intricate a build-up structure tonight for House as we saw against DeKalb County United last weekend, although that was a game where House went into it knowing they were going to just dominate possession, and they did. Run here by Austin Montejano down this near sideline. Kikis trying to leave it for Austin. Gets there eventually. Montejano can't quite steer that on target. I think his eyes might have lit up there with all the space he had. Green Bay preparing a couple of changes. Aiden Merrica-Jones and Tommy Giacaris are coming in, and they are going to replace Rohrman. Rohrman, number 20, coming out. He's replaced by Merrica-Jones. 13, Aiden Greer also coming out. So the new entrance, Aiden Merica Jones, goes into that double pivot alongside Lagona. Merica Jones plays on the club team at Michigan Tech because Michigan Tech does not have a varsity men's soccer team. He's a native of Torrance, California. Hope he was prepared for the amount of snow he signed up for, going from Torrance to the very northernmost part of Michigan. And then Tommy Giacaris, rising junior at Ripon College. 37 games over 2 years for the Red Hawks so far. And we're going to see a response from Chicago House. It's going to be David Abidor and Nico Williams checking in. Chacon. Austin. Alzate. Alzate lost his footing, got it back, and kept the ball. Well done by the Colombian veteran. Oscar. Kikis. Playing in behind for Lane. Lane, first time left-footed cross headed away by Smestad. And now Makowiecki has a go right into the palms of a well-positioned Utesh. He got all of that, did Makowiecki. House continue to build through this left side almost exclusively in the first half of the field. And then as they get into the attack, it seems to keep shifting over toward Jake Lane. Makowiecki, back for LaCost. Lane on the turn. Down the near sideline looking for Aryan Kamdar. Kamdar one-on-one with Bordini. Kamdar to the middle. Turning chance for Avalos! Kikis Avalos, his 8th of the season. And the leading scorer in the Midwest Premier League is at it again. Aryan Kamdar gets the assist. Aryan Kamdar, after that assist, is going to sub out now for Nico Williams. And we'll see who the other sub is. Kamdar's out, and Dan LaCost. Dan LaCost. Yeah, LaCost is out for Abidor at center back. And Nico Williams is onto the left wing for Aryan Kamdar. Great to see Aryan get that assist, though, on a night his parents are in attendance. Here's a shot from distance by Bagley. David Abidor, who's had a very wandering soccer playing career. He's back with House this season after a stint with Edgewater Castle, a fellow Midwest Premier League club, having been with House before that. Abidor, a guy who was on the Chicago House NISA roster before the pandemic. Abidor now an assistant coach with the Chicago Fire's youth setup, focusing on the under-15s, which are just stacked with talent. There's 4 or 5 U.S. youth national team players in that U15 group. Austin Montejano, out wide, Nico Williams, his first touches. Williams across goal, and stretching was Mentasti, couldn't quite get there. Nico Williams, 4 goals this season, including 1 last weekend against DeKalb. Into the air by Johansson. Abidor won the header. And now Alzate. Alzate sees the pressure behind him, and now Nico Williams. Chacon. Chacon trying to get that into the area, and he did. The offside flag is up, though. But another note on Abidor, he's coached at Roosevelt University, St. Ignatius High School with Chicago Kicks. Played his college ball at Dayton and Creighton. Played in the USL for a couple of clubs, including Red Bulls 2. We got 2 more changes as Tim Giacaris and Caden Van de Heij are in, as out of the match come Johansson and Keselowskis. Giacaris has replaced Johansson on the right wing, and out to left back has gone Van de Heij. Knocked down the line and just rolling on a play, last touched by Tim Giacaris. Just graduated from Ripon College. He's Tom's older brother. Played 75 times for the Red Hawks in his career there. And then Caden Van de Heij is a rising sophomore at UW-Eau Claire. Played 7 games as a freshman.
Number 19, Caden Van de Heij. Exiting the game, number 8, Joshua Johansson, and number 43, Trent Keselowskis.
Williams chipping for Mentasti. Mentasti able to turn and release. Williams has Austin Montejano with him. Is that a handball? Sure looked like it. The referee went to blow his whistle and then changed his mind. House are pretty incensed. I didn't have a good look here. The referee's signal was that, yes, it hit his hand, but that it was close to his body and not a foul. Here's Bagley the other way. Facing up Abidor. Bagley to the back post, and a sliding challenge by Makowiecki. Whether it was the right call or not, a credit to the referee for you could see him go through the thought process and then clearly signal why he did not blow the whistle. So you can't fault the process and the communication, certainly. Lining up the long throw is Bordini. And instead he'll go back for Mohamud. The center back to the top of the area. Alzate wins the header. Smeestead. Chested down. Lagona, the goal scorer, had a shot, dragged it wide. 37th minute, it's 2-1 House on goals from Lane and Avalos.
A proud media partner of the Chicago House and the publishers of the Elmhurst Independent newspaper is your source for Chicago House soccer news, information, and game day recaps, and more. Each Thursday throughout this soccer season, Rock Valley Publishing is dedicating an entire page of Chicago House content for your reading pleasure. Pick up your copy of the Elmhurst Independent Weekly publication at various locations throughout Elmhurst, or view the online version at www.theindependentnewspapers.com.
House preparing another substitution. It's going to be Xavier Gomez. Newest addition to this House roster. Here's Oscar Montejano. Makowiecki and Lane. Lane dispossessed. Well, good first involvement really there for Van de Heij. Booted long, and on the chase here is Tim Giacaris. Giacaris, Austin Montejano chasing him down, makes a really good challenge. Once again, Austin showing off that recovery speed. Kikis.
Calling all dads or those who throw those shoes. Come down to the field at halftime where we're going to have our dads participate in a penalty kick competition.
Makowiecki. Oscar Montejano, bit of a heavy touch, and Van de Heij knocked it away. Alzate.
Thank you so much.
Given away. It was a good step there by Green Bay Glory, and here goes Tim Giacaris, colliding with Austin Montejano and committing a foul. Green Bay Glory fans not thrilled, or players. Ramirez, the captain, asking for an explanation. Probably does not help Tim Giacaris' cause that Austin Montejano is listed at 5'6". Alejandro Mentasti departs. That'll see Kikis Avalos go out to the wing. Nico Williams go up top. And into midfield goes Xavier Gomez. Gomez, Chicago native, played college ball at Nebraska Omaha. He was drafted by Minnesota United in 2018 in the MLS Super Draft, but never ended up signing a contract with them. Has played for Chicago FC United, Lansing Ignite, and Union Omaha. That was all in the span of 2018 to 2020. This is a ball long over the top. Nico Williams, can he settle? Yes, but he can't beat Utesh. Gomez, most recently of Panathinaikos Chicago. Mohamud sending this long. A battle there between Makowiecki and I believe that's Tommy Giacaris. Sure, they look alike plenty in person, but they certainly look alike from up here. Given away by Abidor. Makowiecki trying to intervene, but it's still with Ramirez. His cross secured by Grady. Makowiecki looking long in the direction of Williams. Laguna. Bagley, Ramirez. Ramirez dispossessed by Jhon Alzate. Gomez, his first involvement, he loses it back. Green Bay looking to equalize before the half in a game they led after 15 minutes. Mohamud right into the head of Gomez, and the referee wants to make sure Xavier's all right. Welcome to the game, Xavier. Abidor in a chase here down the far side with Tom Giacaris. Grady swinging it near side for Austin Montejano. 3 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the opening half. Laguna coming all the way from defensive midfield to put that pressure on. Is there space to exploit? Yes, there is, and House immediately find it. Alzate. Oscar Montejano looking in behind for Lane. The flag's gonna stay down. Lane is not gonna catch that ball. Give it away, here's Gomez. And he couldn't find Lane. Alzate recovering. Gomez still getting up to the speed of the game here. Kikis tried to go first time. Kind of feels like House need this halftime whistle to come soon, because otherwise Green Bay Glory are going to keep putting on pressure. And that advantage never materialized as Laguna goes down. And it's going to be Abidor getting a talking to here, it looks like. I didn't see who committed the foul, but I'm going to assume that based on this conversation, it was Abidor. As Lagona gets back to his feet. By the looks of it, I think he took a knee to the thigh, and that never feels good. Bordini. Gomez took it away. Alzate. Lane, great first-time ball inside. Here's Gomez. Oscar Montejano giving and going. Gomez. Williams. Williams somehow hung onto the ball. Nico trying to burst through. Still Williams, and eventually Smeestead over to cover. In the final minute of the 45. Makowiecki and Abidor. Chacon trying to curve this down the line, and Oscar Montejano will give it a chase, but it's out of play. See if the referee indicates any minutes here to his fourth official. Avalos takes it away. Minimum of 2 minutes. To the middle. Comes through for Lane! His tally doubles, the house lead doubles, and on the stroke of halftime, the home side lead 3-1. Just too easy there as Lane buried the finish. And Chicago House capitalizing on what has been an overall really good half for the home team.
Chicago House goal in the 46th minute, scored by number 2, Jake Lane.
And Jake Lane, for the second weekend in a row, number 2 has 2 goals. Gomez back for Abidor as Williams is dispossessed. This is hit long over the heads of everybody but Chacon, who guides it to Grady, and the halftime whistle goes. Green Bay Glory took the lead 15 minutes into this game, but the response from Chicago House has been dominant, and they've cashed in with 3 goals to make it a 3-1 lead here at the break as they look to beat Green Bay Glory for the second time this season in this Midwest Premier League fixture. We'll take a break for halftime here at Langhorst Field. You're watching the Midwest Premier League at Chicago House live on YouTube on Recruitlings.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
between Chicago House and Green Bay Glory. I'm Alex Campbell, and House lead 3-1. The most recent goal coming in stoppage time at the end of the first half. After Green Bay Glory having taken the lead in this game, now find themselves behind by 2. Also, after a few weeks out injured, a return to the field for A.R. Smith, the House captain, to begin this second half. Go through all of both teams momentarily. So to begin the second half for Green Bay Glory, it is Hakan Utesh in goal. They're back to their original starting 11, it looks like. Back 4 of Elliot Bordini, Abisamad Mohamud, Will Smeested, and Trent Kozlowskis. Midfield double pivot of Aiden Greer. And their goal scorer in the 15th minute, Dominic Lagona. Right wing is Joshua Johansson. Left wing is Michael Rohrman. The number 10, wearing number 15 is Tyler Bagley, and the captain, their striker, number 9, Osvaldo Ramirez, leads the line. For Chicago House, it's Ryan Grady in goal. A back 4 of John Makowiecki, David Abidor, Pau Mateo Chacon, and Austin Montejano. The midfield 3 is Jhon Alzate, Oscar Montejano, and A.R. Smith. Jake Lane is on the right wing, Kikis Avalos the left, and Nico Williams leads the line. Oscar not on the same page quite there as his twin brother.
This message is for fans interested in meeting the players and getting autographs. Once the clock hits 90 minutes, head down the ramp on the bleachers. Go around where the table is, and a Chicago House volunteer in an orange shirt will be standing.
Cleared upfield by Smith. Lagona couldn't quite keep that in. Unsurprising, but House just so dangerous in that first half. Anytime Avalos or Lane got in the ball in good attacking positions. Kikis with a goal and an assist. Lane with 2 goals. Makowiecki wins that header. Kozlowskis. No one there as Chacon collects. And as that first half went on, we saw less and less of Tyler Bagley. Undoubtedly the star player of this Green Bay team. Alzate, bit of a heavy touch there. Taken away by Rohrman. Greer couldn't hold it. Williams goes to spin and ends up overturned by Abdisamad Mohamud in the process. It's going to be a yellow card for Mohamud as Williams gets back to his feet. So Mohamud becomes the first man to have his name taken tonight.
Yellow card assessed to number 4, Abisamad Mohamud of the Green Bay Glory. 49th minute.
Alzate on the spin. A.R. Smith tried to feed that through, did House. Here's Ramirez. Leaving it for Johansson. On the chase here is Bagley. Players collide, and it's going to be a free kick for House. They're going to say the foul was committed by Bagley and that he dragged Abidor down. Green Bay Glory bench not happy. Kerry Giacaris in conversation with the 4th official. The assistant referee waved his flag on the far side. Lane looking to go down the middle I think went for a bit too much there. He had Austin Montejano, and now A.R. Smith is going to drag back Mohamud, who just picked up that yellow, and that's a pretty clear yellow card by the house captain. Introducing himself to the game. And that's not what you want to see in the game. You're up a couple of goals. AR now on a yellow card, and Shannon Seymour will have to decide how long he's going to give him out there. Things getting a little chippy here early in the second half. Kozlowski's forward. Ramirez did well to get a boot on that, as Abidor goes back for Grady, who can clear. Flicked on by Nico Williams. Back the other way by Utesh, as Alzate wins that header. Smith, back for Kikis Avalos. Avalos for the overlapping A.R. Smith. Smith to the middle, Nico Williams back heel, deflected, and what on earth did that ball hit? In the end, it's a goal kick. That close to a fourth. Great work by Avalos and Smith. Williams back heel, I think, was the right idea in that situation, and then in the scramble, it ricocheted away. Mohamud forward, headed on by Bagley, and then Alzate got a boot to it. Joe Hansen couldn't settle. House throw. Bagley on the turn. This ball in over the top. Bagley wants a foul call. It was shoulder to shoulder between him and Alzate, but looked like Alzate might have been a half step late. Abidor, poor ball given away to Laguna, who couldn't take advantage and find Ramirez. Rohrman knocks that away from Lane, and no one else there. This is spun in behind. Makowiecki had gone upfield. Bit of a strange flow to the game at the moment. House again playing out. Makowiecki. Big challenge there by Kozlowski. Kozlowskis, excuse me. Ramirez is offside. Abidor to restart play. Abidor wants the ref to make Ramirez back up, and ref isn't interested. Oscar Montejano, we'll get to this first. Kozlowski's chasing him down, still Oscar. Oscar, still going. Lane, onto his right, Lane. Crosses, and it's tapped into the back of the net by Nico Williams. What great work by Jake Lane, even on his weaker side, to create that space. And nonchalant Nico Williams, the number 9 for House, left all alone in the center of the 6-yard box. That's too easy, it's 4-1. And for all Green Bay's efforts, they just don't have an answer for the House attackers once House get the ball into the opposing 18. I don't know if you would have seen it on our camera, but when Lane was going to cut in on his left and faked that he was going to go that way, and like 4 different Green Bay players bit on it, the entire Green Bay bench reacted in a manner that indicated, oh no, and those concerns were validated immediately as Williams into the open net. Well, one way or another, Chicago House just have Green Bay Glory's number this season. That's an awkward collision as Chacon and Ramirez got tangled up. I don't think that was anybody's fault, but it didn't look great for either of them. As of right now, in 7 games played, Green Bay Glory have conceded 19 goals. 11 of those are to Chicago House. Just 7 goals conceded in their other 5 games total. Again, Chicago House have their eyes on a league title this year. So close a year ago. Right now it's RDBB Adria setting the pace. And not sure where that pass was going for Montejano. Alzate, the foul. And you'll notice when A.R. Smith's out there, he does freelance a bit with his positioning, and, you know, you could tell the guys who've played with him a lot because they have a sense of where he's going to be. But that was an example there where Austin Montejano thought Smith was going to loop around to the outside. He just wasn't there. It's also going to ask Oscar Montejano at this stage of the game to play a little bit deeper. Flick to the far side, and onside is Johansson. He's got Bagley square. Johansson squares. Bagley scores! Way too easy. And a big, big goal right when they needed it for Green Bay Glory. Flag stayed down because I think Johansson was onside from what I could see. There was a couple other Glory players who were not. Referee and his assistant are talking it over right now.
Glory goal scored by number 15, Tyler Bagley, in the 57th minute.
So Bagley gets one back for Green Bay Glory. They had to have the next goal. They do. And with a little over half an hour to play, this isn't over yet. Smith, fouled. Collision there, and House want a foul, they're not getting. And that is a free kick. And you hear a concern of inconsistency from the crowd, and I don't know if that's fair or not, but that certainly is a situation where in a game that is getting pretty chippy, it does feel like this is at risk of getting away from our officials. And referee is gonna, oh, we got a player down here on the near side. It's Jake Lane, who's wanted a foul and didn't get it. And Shannon Seymour now pleads his case to the 4th official. But what I was saying was that regardless of if the calls are correct or not, this feels like a situation where the game is getting away from the referee. And Jake Lane is back to his feet, but only one boot on. It's going to be Mwpl coming in to replace Lane on the right wing. Hopefully Jake's all right as he exits with 2 goals and an assist. And Mwpl checks in. Mwpl, the former Prairie State player, 2022 JUCO national champion. Mwpl immediately involved as Kozlowskis won that one. Mohamud, driving ball down the middle to Ramirez. Wants to play it for Bagley. Bagley on the turn, centers for Rohrman, and Grady is there. Good work by Makowiecki to just shield Rohrman away from the ball. But certainly new life here for Green Bay Glory midway through this second half. Makowiecki into the feet of Williams. And now space to relieve the pressure for Pau Mateo Chacon. Lots of space out wide, Kikis Avalos. Avalos. Kikis looking for Williams. Not quite. Williams gives him the thumbs up. Austin Montejano's out of position. He's lung busting to get back. Ball forward looking for Rohrman. Makowiecki. Back for Grady. Really well done between the house right back and goalkeeper. Bordini, I think, was waiting for that ball to go out of play. It just never did. And now it's going to fall into the path of Avalos. Kikis. Good step there by Mohamud. Bagley. Bagley chipping it with the outside of his boot, wanting the run of Johansson. Kept it in. One-on-one with Austin Montejano. Johansson in the middle, Bagley arriving, and his first touch was just too heavy.
Located in Elmhurst Metro Station, has been serving coffee and treats for over 12 years with a purpose. Visit Highland Pete's Beverage Station, located in House West, throughout today's game.
Pressure coming here from Glory. Looking to get back within 1. Chacon able to find A.R. Smith. Smith out wide for Kikis Avalos. This might turn into a game where House's best defense is trying to just score more. We're going to see the introduction of Tommy Giacaris. Here goes Mwpl. Mwpl kept his balance, and that ball eventually, I don't know if that was a shot, but it took the trajectory of one right to Utesh. We saw the Giacaris brothers substitute in on the wings at halftime. Abidor just ducked under that ball, and Bagley was able to bring it down. Bagley up against Makowiecki. Ramirez couldn't find it. A.R. Smith got just enough of that ball. So did Oscar Montejano. The narrowest of margins get House out of trouble there. I'm honestly a little surprised we haven't seen Shannon Seymour make any more substitutions in this second half. Something about the current group for the House feels just off. Makowiecki. Space for Mwpl. Makowiecki, look at the run here by Mwpl in behind. Immediately looking to square, Nico Williams. Williams shoots it, no! Took a deflection. I thought he shot it wide, but I think Mohamud in the end got just a toe to it. Almost a fifth for House. Instead, it's a corner. Unselfish there from Mwpl. who I thought might just charge right at goal himself. Pau Mateo Chacon over to take this corner. He's got Jhon Alzate as a short option. In swinger to the far post. Williams was there. Avalos from distance, as jumping to get in front of that was Mahamud, putting his body on the line. Done that a few times tonight, the Green Bay Glory center back. House just trying to find a shooting lane here. I think that's Makowiecki. Alzate. Oscar Montejano with some space. Oscar AR, Mwpl. Mwpl's shot is saved down to his left by Utesh. Tommy Giacaris continues to wait to sub in. There just hasn't been an opportunity. Bagley, nice first touch. Laguna looking wide for Johansson. Just keeps this in. Up against Austin Montejano. Avalos there to help Johansson. Splits him. Johansson save Grady. Loose Bagley. Save Grady again. A huge double save by Ryan Grady to maintain the 2-goal advantage for House. Now the sub. In comes Tommy Giacaris. And he's going to replace the left back, Trent Kozlowskis. So that's a winger for a fullback. An attacking change. Ryan Grady, the 2 biggest saves of the match by their keeper, and right in to take this long throw is Tom Giacaris. And fakes him out on the run up. Giacaris gets it all the way into the middle, and Grady catches. Not bad, though. A.R. Smith trying to get there first. Laguna got a foot to it. It's a House throw. But the first shot there by Johansson after he just split Austin Montejano and Avalos. And then on the follow-up, Bagley put one on target. And again denied by Ryan Grady. Nico, Austin, Kikis, Abidor, got into some trouble. And here goes Ramirez the other way. Ramirez slaloming through, Makowiecki with the foul, and a dangerous free kick upcoming. Will there be a yellow card to go with it? And Abidor, even though he wasn't the one who committed the foul, he's getting a talking to from the official. But a big opportunity here for Green Bay Glory.
If y'all gonna look, at least wave. I know, right?
Abidor's just been caught out a couple of times in this game. Again, I'm a little surprised that Dan LaCost is still on the bench. He was very solid to begin the night. Ramirez for goal. What a save by Grady. 3 enormous saves by Ryan Grady in the last 5 minutes. House still lead because of number 3 in orange and net.
Tomorrow's my first morning I get to fully enjoy it. So, where's the party tonight?
In swinger to the front post, headed away by Abidor. Williams able to turn, and here he goes. Nico Williams has Avalos off to his left. Here's Kikis running at Smeested. Kikis still going. Kikis, easy shot in the end, as it doesn't come to much. Here's Bagley the other way. Gave it away to Abidor. Abidor looking for some space, and then he's hit behind the play. And Ramirez is gonna get some retaliation and a yellow card for his trouble, but I'm sure he knew that was coming. A.R. Smith, who's got to be careful, he's on a yellow himself. He's got a few words. Ramirez getting pulled away by a teammate. That was Laguna coming in, try to be a cool head. "20 minutes plus stoppage time to go in what's been a really exciting game. Green Bay Glory with some big chances here in the second half. Ryan Grady has been equal to them for the most part. Abidor bombs the ball to the far side looking for Avalos. Bordini went up and won the header. Alzate lost that to Laguna, who gave it to Austin Montejano. Now Abidor can take a step. Headed away by Smeested. And now Oscar wins it back. Oscar for Kiki, save. Back to Kiki's again. Kiki's goes down, no foul. And this time it's Hakan Utesh making the big save to keep his team in it. And the referee blows his whistle for, was it offside? It must have been. But another big save made, this time at the other end. Rorman on the turn as House prepare a couple of subs. Eric Espinoza and Julian Da Silva getting ready to check into the game for the first time tonight. Utesh looking downfield. Flicked down by Johansson, and Ramirez is onside. Here goes Ramirez. Ramirez missed it wide. Grady's wondering why there's no flag, and it's because Makowiecki was 5 yards behind the rest of the defense and kept Ramirez onside. Double change, Chicago House. It's going to be Oscar Montejano and John Makowiecki coming out. It's going to be answered by a triple change from Green Bay Glory. Alzate's going to go to right back. Da Silva's going into midfield. Espinoza, a midfield sub. Greer, Rorman, and Johansson depart for Green Bay. They're replaced by Tim Giacaris on the left wing. Caden Vandehei on the right wing. And Aiden Merica Jones is now in midfield. So now for House, it is Alzate at right back with Abidor and Chacon at center back and Austin Montejano at left back. The midfield is Da Silva, Smith, and Espinoza. Mwpl on the right wing, Avalos on the left, Williams the striker. For Green Bay Glory, it's Utesh in goal. It's a back three now of essentially of Bordini, Mohamud, and Smeested with the Giacaris brothers as wingbacks. Laguna and Merica Jones in midfield. Excuse me, it's Tom Giacaris is one wingback effectively, and Vandehei is the other. Tim's in the attack on the left. Ramirez still through the middle. Bagley still up there as well. Throw in here for Green Bay. Quickly looking for Bagley. It bounces to the middle. Grady's got it. Alzate. Mwpl. Espinoza. Just into the match. Here's Abidor. Julian Da Silva. Former UIC Flame. Eric Espinoza. Formerly of Illinois College and Governor State. House won a handball call. Nothing doing. Bagley turned, but a heavy touch. A.R. Smith. Jhon Alzate. Tiptoeing the touchline. Right, though, to Smeestead. Laguna on the turn. A.R. Smith took it away. Mwpl, referee's going to pull it back for a foul by Laguna on Smith.
Outstanding. Alhurst's very own Hamburger Heaven, a proud jersey sponsor of the Chicago House, has been serving their original double-decker hamburger and Richardson's draft root beer since 1948. For customers of any age, funny things happen when you come to Hamburger Heaven.
Throw in for House right in front of the glory bench.
Rush back as you walk up to this old school diner at York Road and North Avenue right here in Elmhurst.
Da Silva wide here for Avalos.
Hamburger Heaven has been featured in newspapers, magazines, and local TV.
Here goes Avalos to the end line, chipping into the middle. Mwpl's header. He met it well. Couldn't steer it on target. Kikis Avalos almost with his 4th goal involvement of the night. Sent long by Utesh. Ramirez flicks on, but no one there. Da Silva, wide here for Austin Montejano. Espinoza couldn't quite find A.R. Smith. Gets it back though, Eric Espinoza. Calm and confident on the ball, and he'll find Jhon Alzate in acres of space in front of the House bench. House getting a bit cute with it at times here, and that costs Abidor a throw.
They making it up, Shannon. They don't know. Facts.
You know when the idea of creating a special holiday for fathers.
And a few words there between Tom Giacaris and the House bench. And Giacaris saying something to the 4th official, and now we're going to have a longer discussion about it. About something said by the House bench. 4th official now going to have a talk with the referee as this has come to a standstill. I couldn't quite hear what Giacaris said. He said it was from something from the bench, I think from Lane and Higgins, and now the referee is gonna say something to Shannon Seymour about it.
Exactly. Then don't walk over there. You can't take it. What's up with the 20,000 fans? 30,000 fans. You don't know, baby.
And A.R. Smith adding a few words. Referee's going to go back over to Tom Giacaris, who still is uninterested in throwing this ball back in play. Referee now going to talk to Kerry Giacaris. And something to sort out here for the referee. Everybody on the field who was away from whatever happened, I think, is a little confused. Fans with some input. Referees talk to the coaches, talk to the players. And now Tom Giacaris with a little more for the house bench. And we're back underway. Giacaris into the area. Abidor heads away. Settled by Bordini, and he's dispossessed by Kikis. Looking for Williams, and here is Nico Williams. Doesn't have much help right now. It's arriving, though. Here's Mwpl. First time ball through for Kikis Avalos around the goalkeeper. Kikis, tough angle. Couldn't quite finish. Ball was bouncing away from goal as well. Good effort by the ball kid on the far side to get that all the way back over to the penalty area. 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Green Bay Glory need 2. They've had the better chances in this second half. Ryan Grady has been excellent. 3 saves in particular have stood out. And a little trouble here for Utesh. Straight into the bench. Julian Da Silva, or Juju as his teammates call him. Alzate wins another house throw. Chicago House very mindful at this point of how friendly the clock is to them. Glory preparing a couple last roll of the dice substitutions. Henry Picard is going to make his first appearance, as that ball is shot wide. And I see number 2 as well. I don't have a 2 on my roster, so we'll have to see who that is. It must be somebody wearing a different number than we think. Might have to radio down to see who we've got wearing 2 for Green Bay. Aaron Moreno, defensive midfielder, is going to come in for house as well. And he's going to replace Kikis Avalos. So Kikis, a goal and an assist on the night. He's going to depart. Referee's going to usher him off, as we're going to see the introduction of Aaron Moreno for Kikis Avalos. Shore things up a bit in midfield. And on the other side, Henry Picard is checking in for Green Bay Glory.
Number 10, Kikis Avalos.
And Picard is going to come in for the right back, Bordini. Julian Da Silva, meanwhile, is going to go play nominally the right wing spot, with Mwpl on the left and Williams through the middle. Moreno into midfield alongside Espinoza. On the run here, this is Tim Giacaris. Abidor over. That ball bounces out for a corner here in the 84th minute. Bench saying for everybody to get in there, and instead we're going to have, oddly, there's 2 Green Bay players occupying 1 house player in the center circle. I'm not sure why you would do that when you're trailing. Anyway, in-swinging corner is headed away at the front post by Abidor, and Mwpl just gives it a boot. Williams keeps that in play, wins a throw, wanted to go quickly, and in the end he'll settle it back for Pau Mateo Chacon. Moreno. Williams. Giving and going with A.R. Smith. Moreno caught on it and got lucky. Gets out of trouble. A.R. Smith. Chacon. Chacon getting forward, looking to bend this for Da Silva. Julian got a foot to it. Did Giacaris as well? Yes, corner kick. Chacon over to take. Alzate as a short option. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Chacon into the area. Espinoza chips to the back post, and not taking any chances was Picard. It's out for a corner on the far side. Henry Picard, the rising junior at Carroll University in Waukesha, Wisconsin. Played 12 games this past year. Alzate in no hurry here. Alzate swinging it in. Williams heading it across. The ball still loose. Mwpl couldn't get there before it was booted away by Glory. Now Van de High trying to go around Da Silva. And in the end, it is a throw-in for Green Bay Glory. 4 minutes of the 90 to go. Last goal we saw in this game was Tyler Bagley in the 57th minute, 2 minutes after House had scored their fourth. Since then, Ryan Grady's made some huge saves. Espinoza slowing it down for Moreno. And Moreno passes it straight out of bounds. Mahamud wondering where the options are. He just hits it long. Austin Montejano, the header. Moreno. Smith gives it back. He gives it away. Bagley. Nice step by Abidor. Here's Williams and now Da Silva. Really well done there by Smeested, the center back, stepping forward. And it's a Green Bay Glory throw. Looking for the big throw again is Tom Giacaris. That's over the head of both Abidor and Ramirez. Abidor flicks it over his head. Da Silva couldn't settle. Bouncing ball to the turf went Merica Jones. Moreno. Space wide for Maglory Mwpl. Mwpl cuts inside. Mwpl for Moreno. Aaron's still going. Aaron Moreno into the penalty area. Moreno cuts it back. Mwpl, big block by Smeested. Out for a corner kick. I don't know. I didn't know that Aaron Moreno had that gear. But I guess he's the freshest legs on the field.
If you haven't already stopped by and had a taste of Antina's food.
But a big play there by Smeested.
Go check out the variety of options they have that satisfies most.
Alzate to take here in the 89th. Chicago House looking for a 5th win of the year in 6 games. Alzate lifts this into the middle. Mwpl, free header off target. Settling this down, or trying to on the far side, is Van de High. Gets this ahead. Bagley, shaking past Moreno. Bagley for Ramirez. His header is in the back of the net. And we're not done here yet. It's a 90th minute goal to make it 4-3. The cross by Bagley was pinpoint. Ramirez made no mistake. We're in for a heck of a finish here in Elmhurst. It's 4-3.
Green Bay Glory goal scored by number 9, Osvaldo Ramirez, in the 90th minute.
And Shannon Seymour, is he going to make any changes here to try to shore this up? Looks like he's going to leave it as it is. And given how chippy this second half has been, get your popcorn ready for whatever's left of this game. Green Bay Glory going to be going all out looking for the draw. They drew Audrey a 3-3 earlier this season, so they're no strangers to a result like this if they can pull it off. No word yet on added time. A minimum of 5 added minutes. For House to try to hold on, or Green Bay Glory to complete the comeback. And Giacaris will set up another long throw. Everybody practically forward here for Green Bay Glory. Tommy Giacaris toward goal. Headed out for a corner by Da Silva. Smeestad being sent forward. Everybody getting forward for Green Bay Glory. Referee, though, first wants to sort out some pushing and shoving. Bagley into the front post, flicked on. I don't know who that hit. I don't think it ever got to Grady. Abidor goes down. Foul called. And then some afters. Referee into the fray to sort this out. Tells Tim Giacaris to retreat. Abidor still down. Ramirez and Smith, the captains, of course, are there. Free kick, Grady, interesting, goes short to Chacon. And will he regret that? Merica Jones looking forward and Chacon away. For the life of me, I don't know why House would play out short in this situation. Green Bay Glory have been just the better team here for the last 20 plus minutes. At this point, I think it's penalty kill time. Abidor the header. Lagona back forward. Ramirez brings it down. Da Silva away. As far as Picard, who launches. Alzate lets it go over his head. Can he shield this out of play? Here comes Giacaris. He keeps it in. Giacaris into the middle. Finds his brother, Tim. Cuts it back. Smith's in some trouble, and he clears. And now here goes Nico Williams. Williams is brought down, and what color's the card? Wow, we got to play out first. Williams still going. It's not over yet, and now he'll go down. And now the referee's going to have a decision to make when this ball goes out of play. There needs to be a card here. And it's a second yellow for Abdi Samad Mohamud, and he is sent off. Yellow card challenge. And in the late stages of this one, Green Bay Glory down to 10. Don't blame him at all, though, for making that challenge. If he didn't, Williams was in. And Williams now has the concern of Hakan Utash, the Green Bay goalkeeper. And we're going to go way over the minimum of 5 minutes at the end of this one. Training staff is waved out to attend to Nico Williams.
Right card assessed to number 4, Abdi Samad Mohamud, the 94th minute of play.
Williams still down. If House are forced into a change here, no one's really been warming up, so I don't know if this would be a situation where you bring Alejandro Mentasti back in. Lane is done for the day. It looked like he picked up an injury earlier. Xavier Gomez is available on the bench, as is Jasper Waddington. We saw Gomez briefly earlier. So for a second time here late on, the game comes to a total standstill, and I don't think this is Williams just killing time. As we hit the 5 minutes that we had a minimum of. And Williams is going to go off. And are House going to make a change, or is Nico going to try to stay in this game? Could also throw Aryan Kamdar out there as well and send Mwpl central.
Another reminder for House fans interested in meeting the players and getting autographs.
So right now, House are defending this with 10. Can't for the life of me understand, again, why House would not just get another body on the field right now instead of Nico Williams while they wait for Williams to maybe come back in. So it's a man advantage right now for Green Bay Glory. We are in the 6th minute of stoppage time. Got to think we'll play at least 8. Giacaris again with the heave. Heck of a long throw he's got. Picard into the area, nobody's there, and Ryan Grady secures and keeps it in play. Williams is back on. And Grady will just hit this as hard as he can. Bagley just turns and fires upfield. Austin Montejano. Gloria Mwpl has Vandehei for company there, and can Mwpl keep it in? Not quite. Green Bay throw. Chucked along again. Moreno heads that out of play, and here comes another long throw. 6.5 minutes now into added time. Tommy Giacaris again lining this up. Into the area, headed on and wide. And the referee blows for full time, that's it. Final score here is Chicago House 4, Green Bay Glory 3. A fun game, a little chippy, no shortage of chances, good saves at both ends. And all around an exciting night in the Midwest Premier League. Green Bay Glory are 3-3-1. Chicago House, 5 wins, no losses, and a draw. Stay tuned, we'll have some post-game thoughts from the field coming up in just a moment. But for now, that's going to wrap up our broadcast portion of the evening here on Recruitlings. Again, 4-3, House are the victors. 2 goals from Jake Lane, 1 from Nico Williams, and 1 from Kikis Avalos. The goals on the other side, 1 for Osvaldo Ramirez, 1 for Tyler Bagley, and 1 for Dominic Laguna. For our whole crew here at Elmhurst, I'm Alex Campbell saying so long for now. Stick with us for the postgame, and we'll see you next time here on Recruitlings.
Hi, my name is Brian Koenig. I am the president of Soccer 2000. We are a soccer specialty store located in Downers Grove. We specialize in servicing club uniforms and a personalized retail experience. Soccer 2000 has an exclusive team center that includes a wide variety of uniform kits to help your club choose the next kits that will make you guys look great on the field. Contact us at 630-241-9500 or find us online at soccer2000.com.
Max Heads, custom kick drum heads. Design online, upload, create, rock. If you're in a band, you need a Max Head. Did you know that you can advertise your business on our live streams? You sure can. Contact us about the numerous advertising opportunities we offer to local businesses during our sports live streams. Build brand awareness, engage customers, and support your local sports teams. Contact us for more information.
We are live here down in the field at Langhorst Field following Chicago House's 4-3 victory in the Midwest Premier League over Green Bay Glory. And I'm joined by probably the house hero of the second half, goalkeeper Ryan Grady. Ryan, first of all, congrats on the win. Got a bit nervy there at the end. What do you think allowed you guys to, as this game got late, keep your composure and make sure you saw the win?
Just trusting ourselves, trusting our teammates to, do the job. Obviously, don't love giving up 2 goals to make it a 4-3 game and seeing out the last 5-6 minutes just with a 1-goal lead. But at the end of the day, we got the job done, and that's all that matters. So we're moving on.
You had a pretty busy few minutes there midway through the second half. If you could first take me through the double save, that shot comes in from your left, and then the follow-up right on the doorstep.
Right, yeah, just easy down with the right foot, scoop it out for the save, and then just get back across the goal for the rebound. Pretty standard stuff. Just want to be there when the team needs me. It's my job, so feels good.
You were there again a few minutes later. They had a direct free kick from, about 21, 22 yards out. Went full extension to your left. Did you feel pretty confident the whole way that you had that red?
Yeah, it's my side. It's my job, particularly on set pieces within shooting range. Trust my wall to take care of one side, and I'll get over there if I need to. But as far as the left side, it's my responsibility, and I was there.
6 games played this summer, 5 wins. How confident is this team feeling right now?
Always confident. No matter the slew of results, whatever, we're always going into the next game with the plan to win and the plan to dominate.
Absolutely. Well, it's been a lot of winning and a lot of good soccer so far this year. House 5 wins in 6, keeping pace right at the top of the Midwest Premier League. Ryan, thanks. Congrats on the win and a good game tonight. And thanks to everybody for tuning in here on Recruitlings live on YouTube for our Chicago House doubleheader today, as it was a double day of wins here on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, everybody. Thanks for joining us. I'm Alex Campbell, and I'll see you next time.